Hello and welcome. My name is Jeff Christyko, and I am the board president of Come Out with Pride. On behalf of myself, our other 11 board members, and our larger production team, thank you for joining us. We have a lot of good news to share, so let's get started.
When our team met in early March, we anticipated COVID-19 would be a major threat. But at the time, nobody quite forecasted the extent of the situation we've had to face. With many prides around Florida holding events in March and April, it was painful to watch as many postponed or canceled festivities, halting months of hard work and planning. Several groups, including us, switched gears and jumped headfirst into the world of virtual programming. On a wider scale, events like Global Pride 2020 at the end of June helped to fill the gap when over 500 Pride events were halted around the world.
For us here, our event traditionally takes place in October. We had the opportunity to take a much longer wait and see approach. With so many of our business partners and organizations being financially devastated by COVID-19, we knew from the beginning we would not be able to safely or financially support an event as seen in the past years. So we collectively put our heads together and came up with several different scenarios. Then we solicited input from our community, our partners, and our volunteers to find out what they would be most comfortable with. The results vary from those saying holding Pride would be a bright spot in their otherwise grim year, to those who loudly voiced grave concerns over any kind of public gathering.
In late May and into early June, businesses were reopening, and for a while the curve was flattening. There was a hope that we might be able to do an in-person event, albeit on a much smaller scale at Lake Eola. We even considered ways that we could limit attendance, such as buy tickets or charging admission, but these ran counter to our ideals of ensuring that Pride is free for everyone to enjoy. By mid-June, the situation took a turn. And as we all know, Florida is now one of the states that's sadly breaking records with regards to new positive cases and hospitalization rates.
No matter how many safety protocols we could put into place at Lake Eola, our entire board unanimously agreed that we could not risk putting the lives of our community in harm's way. To that end, it should come as no surprise that we will not be having a traditional Come Out with Pride at Lake Eola this year. That said, we want to make it clear, Pride's not canceled. We simply will be celebrating in a different way come October 10th. In just a few moments, we'll share some of our exciting plans.
Why is Pride important anyway? We've been asked this lately, especially in comparison to all the recent crises. Pride means many different things to different people, but one undeniable fact is that it puts a spotlight on our community and greatly increases our visibility. Without Pride, we are losing our momentum to fight for and educate others about the issues still affecting us. Now, it would have been easy for us to call it a day and save our money, time, and energy for next year. However, what's easy isn't what's always right. Pride allows our collective voices to be heard, and our team agreed that we needed to be innovative to ensure that's still going to happen.
By late March, we had shifted gears and were hard at work bringing you virtual shows to your screens. Many of you tuned in to watch our Stayin' with Pride series featuring local performers and talents. Through those efforts, we helped raise over $16,000 for the Central Florida LGBTQ+ Relief Fund, an ongoing effort which immediately provided funds to those desperately in need. In June, we started our first A Seat at the Table, a monthly series created with the goal to have community-based, candid conversations about issues that face us all.
Now that we've gotten our virtual feet wet, it's time to kick it up a notch. On October 10th, our supersized virtual extravaganza will feature performances from some of your favorite local and national talent. In addition to fun, local personality interviews, special guest stars, and more than a few surprises. During the broadcast, we also plan to showcase many of the local businesses and organizations you would find at our vendor marketplace. We want to be sure they don't lose the opportunity to share their products and services with you, our community. More details will be released soon about how you can be included, so be sure to follow our social media or subscribe to our newsletter to stay connected.
Now, as you know, Come Out with Pride is more than just a single-day celebration, and for a while, we've even held an entire week-long series of events. Even with COVID-19, we've still been brainstorming how we can make this happen without large gatherings. So first up, the Drag Race 5K is back, but in virtual form. Participants can run 3.1 miles during Pride weekend wherever and whenever they choose, and we'll even have medals and a few prizes for top finishers. We're once again partnering with the Zebra Coalition, so look for more details and registration information soon. And in addition to the race, we're also planning some social distance-friendly events like a drive-in movie night and more. We know others in the community also will have a lot of great ideas on how to safely celebrate Pride, and we look forward to sharing and promoting those on our calendar as well.
Think we're done? Well, we've got one more thing up our sleeve. This year, we're doing a lot online, and as awesome and engaging as those events will be, there's one aspect that we can't quite replace, and that's the sense of unity and community that we all feel when we're gathered together at Lake Eola. It's a tangible experience that we all are allowed to witness and share together. Nothing is more representational of this than our most colorful parade. In years past, we've had crowds stretching over a dozen people deep, cheering on hundreds of supportive local businesses and organizations in Orlando. Sadly, we can't do that this year, but we thought, what if instead of having everyone come out to the parade,
What if we brought Pride to you? For our final addition to the Come Out with Pride 2020 lineup, we are announcing the largest car caravan parade the city has ever seen. Taking place around Orlando and surrounding neighborhoods, we are anticipating a couple hundred Pride-decorated cars participating, blasting our anthems and making sure everyone knows that we are still showing our pride. You may be wondering, how big will it be?
Well, with a route over 15 miles long, there will be no problem socially distancing when coming out to watch this. Our course will take us past many of our local LGBTQ+ establishments and landmarks, signifying we're all still very much connected. We'll also feature our traditional lineup of grand marshals, local officials, as well as highlight the Black Lives Matter movement, along with other very important causes. So while the vehicles may be going a bit faster than the floats and marchers would around Lake Eola, we think this will be a fun and meaningful way to bring us together into the real world and let us cheer and wave to all the friends we've missed. Details on how to watch or participate in the caravan will be announced over the next few weeks.
So there you have it. This October, you'll be able to enjoy a week of events, a massive car caravan parade, and a fabulous online show filled with great entertainment and plenty of surprises. Like everyone else, we were disappointed early on knowing we couldn't have the Come Out with Pride experience in 2020 we'd become accustomed to. But if there's one thing this community excels at, it's our ability to tackle a challenge head on and help each other out in the process. This year, we have a responsibility to ensure we keep one another safe, especially for those in our community who are potentially more at risk. Let's do so in a way that keeps the spirit, energy, love, and joy associated with Pride alive. We know that someday in the future, we'll all be sharing hugs and memories together at the park again. But until then, we hope that on October 10th, you'll join us as we celebrate a very unique Orlando Come Out with Pride.